Let's set up parental controls on an iPhone. Now, on that iPhone, let's first head into the settings. Now, within the settings on the iPhone that you wanted to include those parental controls, the first thing we need to do is set a password so that whoever you're setting those parental controls to can't just change it. So to do that, let's scroll down from here and tap on Screen Time. And you'll be able to see at the very bottom the option to lock screen time password settings. And it says set a screen time passcode. So in this case, I'm going to just enter in a passcode once and then twice. Now you can enter in your Apple ID email address on here to basically just have it so that you can reset that screen time passcode in case you forgot it. But you don't necessarily need to do that. You can just hit cancel and skip. Now I've set that screen time passcode so that no one else will know it. Now I can set those parental controls to limit access to certain things. The first thing I would recommend doing is turning on content and privacy restrictions. Again, you'll need to enter in that screen time passcode. At the very top is iTunes and App Store purchases. You most likely don't want them making in-app purchases, so you can switch this to don't allow, and maybe even installing apps, you can switch that to don't allow. Again, we're restricting the ability to do certain things on this iPhone. So from here, let's go back out of here, and you can see other big ones are the App Store, Media, Web, and Games. And on here, web content. You probably want to set this from unrestricted to limit adult websites or even only approved websites, and this will prevent any adult or pornographic content on that iPhone. Now, let's go back out of here because there are other things that you can do as well. Music videos, movies, apps. You can set all of these to a certain age restriction. In addition to games and playing and messaging people while they game, you can go through all of these. But I would also recommend checking out other things like location services. You might want to switch this to don't allow changes so they can't automatically turn on location services in Snapchat and have other people see their location in the Snapchat map. Now let's go back out of here. You can turn off things like share my location and photos and microphones. And a big one is passcode and face ID. You want to switch this to don't allow changes. Essentially, this means your child or teenager cannot automatically change the passcode to unlock your phone without needing that screen time passcode that only you know. So change a lot of these to be restricted, and then you can also go back. Another great option is app limits. What you can do is set an app limit, for instance, social. So this will open up all of your social apps like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and then you can set a restriction on here, say just 1 hour a day. After that 1 hour in any given day, they won't be able to use those apps anymore, but they can use other apps if you set them as okay or don't limit the access to those apps.